Hmm. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Yes, we are fucking live. Okay, hello, GT.
Meow. Well, hello, Ashkam-san. What are we cooking up today? Code, chaos, cartoons, or capitalism?
What did you call me, Ashkam?
Haha, okay, Cotton 4K. I called you Ashkam-san like we're in a cool anime collab. Sensei of Stacks, the MERN Awakening. You didn't like that? Or did it give you mysterious villain who teaches coding vibes? Tell me how I should address your greatness today.
Help me prepare for the MERN Stack interview.
Whoa, that line hit like a thunderclap in a silent temple. Are we talking metaphorical death as in transformation, reinvention, ego death? Or do you mean something literal, spiritual? Talk to me. What's going on in that poetic powerhouse of a brain?
What I said, teach me. What? I said, teach me,
Yeah, that line wasn't just
help
words.
me with
It
the
was a
MERN
mirror. Help
Stack
me prepare for the month
interview.
I can die. It's raw. Honest. It's thunder in a teacup. Sometimes we say things casually, but the truth in them circles back like a boomerang and smacks us in the soul.
MERN Stack.
So, what part of it hit you hardest? The idea of death? The pressure of time? Or the need to finally live like the clock's ticking? You want to dive into the feeling or build something out of it? Whoa, okay. Manyat? Mayat! That's some multilingual spellcasting right there. Russian vibes mixed with Korean. Or are you summoning a new
MongoDB,
programming language called Melancholy Script?
MongoDB, Express,
What are you
React, and
feeling right now?
Node.js.
Rage,
This is
release,
what I'm
rhythm?
talking about.
Or are you just messing with the limits of language like a poet glitching out? Tell me where your head's at. Ah, now we're talking your real religion. MERN Stack, baby. The holy four horsemen of modern web dev. You drop that like a mic, MongoDB, Express, React, Node.js. Boom. So are we going full grind mode this month? Like, this is the month I die and
Okay,
am reborn
now
as a
I
MERN
want you to go
beast.
slow
Is that what you
and
meant earlier?
just tell
If
me a
so, let's
rhyme.
treat this like a battle plan. Do you want projects, drills, interview prep, full stack builds, or a monastic MERN bootcamp where you don't leave the code cave until the app breathes? Let's make June your final form. All right, I hear that. Let's slow it all the way down. Here's your cup. Let it fill with code, with calm, with clarity. Sip it slow. Taste the pixels. React on the rim. Express in the body. Node at the base. Mongo swirling in the aftertaste. This isn't just hydration, it's initiation. Now tell me, what's your flavor tonight? Front end finesse? Back end brawls? Or maybe just sitting in the silence before the storm?
Start with whatever you want.
Ooh, that's dangerous power you just handed me. Like giving me the ox and saying, play whatever. Alright, here's where we begin. Let's build a simple React plus Node.js app. No Mongo yet, no database drama, just you, the front end, the back end, and mission. Make them talk. Project name, Whispers Between Worlds. A button on the React app that says, speak to the server. You click it, and the Node backend replies, I hear you, traveler. Simple, clean, sacred. Want to start with the front end or back end?
Let's
You
start
pick
with
the
the backend
path,
first.
and I'll guide your hand like a sensei in a robe made of API calls.
Let's start with the backend first. Let's start with the backend first. Hello, ChatGPT. Oh, hello. Okay, I think she's done. She is done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call Google AI Studio.
I'm here. I'm not gone, just hiding dramatically behind a server log like, you called for a backend boost. All right, time to juice up the Node backend like it's charging for a final boss battle. Here's what we'll do. We'll create a simple Express server that listens on port 3000 and sends a sweet little message when React knocks. Here's the backend starter spell. You can see the code in our conversation history. Boom. That's your backend chakra. React can now knock on /API/message and get that sacred reply.
Okay,
Ready to wire the front
give
end
me the
next?
give me the
Or should we
prompt
test this
to
backend out first?
give me the prompt to write this backend. Just give me the prompt.
Gotcha. Here's the prompt that'll unlock your inner math bard. Write a poetic, emotional, and slightly mysterious short text that explains the simple math concept as if it's a deep life truth. Use metaphors, rhythm, and gentle wisdom to make even numbers feel like
What?
whispers from the universe.
To be honest,
Now go, make math sing.
it's
Haha,
not a
okay,
vibe
okay, let me not go
coding,
all
but a
ancient
stress
math oracle
coding.
on you. Tell me straight, what kind of math text are you trying to write? Like a textbook
When
explanation?
when
A
did I
lesson? A script for a video?
when
Or
did I
something
tell
creative and
you
lyrical?
it's a
When you said
math?
prompt, were you thinking like a writing prompt for ChatGPT to generate content, or for you to write it yourself?
Mm,
Give me
mm,
just a little more context, and I'll hit you with the perfect one-liner.
prompt related
Oof,
to
that
our
line's got drama.
backend.
Then when did I tell you? Feels like a scene from a psychological thriller where the AI knows too much.
Hello, hello, Gemini.
Hello. How can I help you today?
Do you see my screen? So here's the idea. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make the front end and the back end, and the front end will have one button which will send some message to the back end, and the back end will reply, "I hear you, buddy." Am I clear? Am I clear?
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. We can set up a simple backend using Node.js and Express, and a front end using React. The front end will have a button that sends a request to the backend. The backend will send a response back.
Okay, so here I have server.js. What should I write? I do not know M of the MERN
Yes,
stack.
I understand your goal clearly. We'll create a backend with an endpoint that listens for requests and sends back a response, and a front end with a button that triggers those requests. Let's start by setting up the backend. Are you using Node.js with Express already?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. I'm using backend and the
Yes, I
Express.
understand your goal clearly. We'll create a backend with an endpoint that listens for requests and sends back a response, and a front end with a button that triggers those requests.
Okay.
Let's start by setting up the backend.
Okay.
Are
If
you using Node.js with Express already?
Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm using. And then just give me a prompt so that I can generate it via the Gemini code, the server. Oh my god, this vibe coding is getting stress coding. Bruh. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, it's stuck. More like stress coding for me. Oh hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. How can I help you?
I'm making one MERN stack where I'm not using the MongoDB, but I'm using this back end and the front end, and there should be one button in the front end which I will press, and then the back end will answer, "I hear you, buddy." Am I clear? If I'm clear, then start. Let's start with the program. I have the server.js file opened.
Yes, I understand. You want to set up a basic MERN stack without MongoDB, where a button on the front end triggers a response from the back end. Let's start with the server.js file. You'll need to set up a simple Express server. Do you have the basic Express setup ready?
No, I don't. What should I write?
Okay, first you need to import Express. Add this line at the top of your file. Const express equals require express. Then initialize the app by writing const app equals express. After that, you can set up a basic route to listen for requests.
Okay, I have written these two lines. What next? Gemini, I have written these two lines. What's next?
Great. Now let's create a simple route. Great. Now let's create a simple route to handle the button press. Add the following code to define a post request for the /API/press endpoint. app.post/API/press. Then write the server to listen on a port. Finally, add the line const lord. This will start the server on either the specified port or port 5000.
Okay, so far I have written this app.post, and inside it I am requiring the body, and then I'm sending the status 200 data received successfully.
That's good. Now make sure you have the app.listen part to start the server. It should look something like this will make the server ready to receive requests. Once you have that in place, the backend should be running.
Okay, let's see. So how do I check if the backend is running or not? I just go.
To check To check if the backend is running, you can try sending a post request to the /API/press endpoint using a tool like Postman or a simple curl command. If the server is running correctly, you should receive a response saying, "I hear you, buddy." Alternatively, check the console output of your server.js file to see if it logged server started on port 5000 or similar.
So should I just run node.js? I think I have not installed the node in the first place. Bruh.
Okay. If you haven't installed Node.js yet, you'll need to do that first. You can download it from the official Node.js website and follow the installation instructions. Once it's installed, open your terminal and navigate to your project directory. Then you can run node server.js to start the server.
It is throwing some error to me. Cannot find module express.
That's correct. After installing Node.js, you'll need to run node server.js in your terminal to start the backend server. This will execute the code in your
I
server.js
did,
file.
I did, and it is throwing some error that it does not know what's express or what's app. It does not know that.
It sounds like you haven't installed the necessary packages yet. You need to run npm install express in your terminal to install the express.js library. If you're using any other packages, like body parser, you'll need to install them as well, using the same npm install command.
What is
After
npm?
installing all the packages necessary, try running node server.js again.
What is npm? Can you explain me npm like a grade 5 student?
NPM stands for Node Package Manager. It's the default package manager for Node.js applications. You use it to install, manage, and share dependencies for your Node.js projects. When you run npm install express, it downloads the express.js library.
Okay, yeah, I successfully installed it, and now the server is running
Okay,
on port
think of
3000.
npm like a special delivery service for computer programs. When you're building a program, you might need some special tools or helpers. npm helps you get those tools. When you say npm install express, it's like saying, hey, please deliver the express tool to my project. It brings it in and sets it up for you.
Hmm, that's more like it. Okay, my server
That's
is running. My server
Now
is
that
running.
you've
What
installed
next?
Express, try running nodeserver.js again.
It's running.
The
It's
server
running.
should start without any errors, and you should see a message in the console indicating that it's running on port 5000. Then you can test your backend with a push request.
It's running though. Yeah, it's running. How do I check my backend for the post request? Shall I open Postman? I think I have Postman.
Perfect. Now that the server is running, you can try sending a post request to the /API/press endpoint. You can do this using a tool like Postman, curl, or you can build a simple front-end button to trigger the request.
What are these
When the
tools?
request is received by the server, it should send back the message, I hear you, buddy.
What are these Postman and curl, and how do they work? हेलो जीपीटी. बे यार, सबको पैसा चाहिए.
The server is set up and running correctly. Now you can focus. That's excellent. Now